Hi Sagittarius, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm doing your general messages for the next 2 weeks, so let's get straight into it. First card you got is Clean It Up, but in the reverse. So I'm going to read the protection message here. It says here, is it possible you may be focusing too much on other people right now, trying too hard to be helpful? Does taking on what belongs to others make you feel needed or desired? Perhaps you think it's your calling to relieve people of their burdens, but what is the cost to you and to them? Don't clean up someone else's side of the street. You're not helping by freeing him or her of responsibility. You're also not doing yourself any favors, and you just might be adding an even greater strain. You are loved as you are. You don't need to be needed to be loved. Okay, so maybe you're very focused on, trying to help someone out of a tough place, because you're like, well, if I help them, then maybe that will make me feel better in some way, It's also just about, being too helpful because you feel like maybe that might make them love you. And it's kind of like, no, that's not the situation. Could even be that you're trying to be super helpful at work and, trying to help everyone, but then you don't get enough time to do your own work, or you're feeling drained by the time you get home, So it's really about just focusing on yourself right now. And then we have Fixed Moon, Hold Your Vision. So it says there are two main possibilities with this card. The first is that you need to stand firm in whatever situation you're in. The second, very different interpretation, that something is stuck. That could well be referring to the situation you're asking about. If that's the case, have a think about what you can do to grease the wheels so that events move forward. Are you being stubborn? If so, that's great, because if you really want things to change, there's a solution. Stop digging your heels in. Be the one to break the deadlock. With two interpretations for this card, it's up to you to decide what is going on and which meaning applies to you. This offers up a chance for some self-reflection. Yes, just say the word a lot and see how it feels. Staying power, faith, or patience are needed. Someone needs to back down, avoid stagnation, and a personal professional relationship will be enduring. So it's basically kind of saying that there's two situations. Either you're being too stubborn in the situation, or the person you're dealing with is being too stubborn in the situation, and it's up to you to decide which is which, right? So you either need to stand firm in your decision and stick to it, or you need to kind of back down a bit to break the deadlock between the two of you. And then we have the hummingbird spirit, and it says, be here now. So the hummingbird's wings beat so swiftly it can hover in seeming stillness as it drinks deeply from a flower. Hummingbird spirit comes to remind you that the beauty and sweetness of life is in the eternal now. The time is present, here and now. You are becoming the person you wish to be, to have the experiences you wish to have. Focus your energy on the flower before you, for what you desire is being provided. Yes, there are blossoms everywhere. The choices can be dazzling. Hummingbird spirit message is that you have no need to go about in search for something better, for all that you require and desire is before you. You will know that you will know this as you become still, feeling your connection to spirit who loves you unconditionally and will always provide for you. So it's just about being in the present moment and realizing, that you don't really need to go looking elsewhere for trying to be happy. The happiness is here with you right now. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so what are the messages for Sagittarius? What's coming in? Full just wants to come out there, so maybe a new beginning. What's coming in and what does Sagittarius need to know for the next 2 weeks? Okay. So we have the Knight of Wands, that's your energy, Sagittarius. The Lovers, Gemini energy. The Emperor, Taurus and Aries energy. Five of Pentacles, Judgment, Scorpio energy, and the Two of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So firstly, now is a really good time to kind of focus on yourself, to nurture yourself, to give yourself some very well needed pampering or self-care or something along those lines. Like, you know, if you feel like you need to go to the gym or eat a healthy meal or take a walk or go to therapy or you know, it's just really like take a break, treat yourself to something small that makes you really happy. It's really about living in the moment to really focus on your own well-being at this time, nurturing yourself and nurturing others once you are nurtured fully. So we do have here the Knight of Wands, so you do have a focus here on a lot of passion, on something that you're driven towards, making some sort of movement towards, like traveling or moving a relationship forward that's maybe been stagnant, or moving jobs or doing something more exciting in your work or something along those lines. But this could also be an energy of someone that you're connected to that is kind of like hot and cold in your life and in and out, and you know, that type of energy, but you're like very passionate about them and highly attracted to them and you want to move this forward. We do have the Lovers here, so this is in your 3D world, and in your business, your work, your career, like that type of thing. So with the Lovers being there, there's a big choice to be made in this area of your life, with work or with your business or something like that. The choice needs to be made about what is coming from the heart, like what is going to make you happy, not about what's going to make other people happy, right? So you really got to think about this and make this decision from your heart. There could be people that you're working with at this time that you might need to kind of like partner up with someone at this time, or have harmonious relationships at work, you know, friendships and colleagues and that type of thing that you can kind of rely on to bring balance into your work life. With the Emperor being here, this is in your it's in your what do you call it, your love or connections, or you know, like that type of thing. So I feel like you're dealing with someone who is being quite stubborn, especially with that hold your vision fixed moon, because the Emperor is also a Taurus energy, which is a fixed sign, and also very stubborn. Taurans can be. So you know, this person that you're dealing with is someone who thinks things through analytically and you know, practically, and says, you know, what makes sense to move forward here. Like they like to plan things before they take action, and for you, maybe you're like, you know, in a place where you're like, I'm you know, just take the action. I'm done waiting here for some reason. I'm getting that. Five of Pentacles is in your thoughts, so you're either thinking about some sort of like financial difficulties that you're going through at this time, or you could be just having a very negative mindset of like a lack mentality, like nothing's going right. How am I ever going to get my life back on track? You know, when am I ever going to get the finances that I deserve? You know, I feel left out in the cold from someone. I feel like someone's rejected me or abandoned me, and I just don't see how, you know, I can get past the situation. I don't feel like I can ask for help from anyone. And that's the energy that's in your mindset at the moment. So, you know, if you're so helpful to other people, why can't you ask other people for help or for advice, you know? And then we have Judgment here. So Judgment is in the position of your goals. So you could be... I'm so sorry, Sag, I'm just yawning. So you could be dealing with a situation where you're having some sort of awakenings or realizations that helps you realize the purpose or the value of what the lessons were that you had to go through to get to this point, or the purpose of the value of someone else that you're dealing with, or what you bring to the table, and realizing your own worth and value to be able to make some sort of really big decision. Judgment is kind of like the final calling here, so it's like it's now or never type of thing. But also with Judgment being there, if you are with, you know, in separation from someone or not talking to someone, it is maybe leaning towards a reconciliation between the two of you. And then we have the Two of Cups. So the Two of Cups is your outcome, and you will be connecting with people. So I do see it's probably a soulmate that you're connecting with, and it is someone who is going to kind of like give you a balanced connection, like give you the same energy that you give to them, you know, like they match your energy and they are feeling mutual feelings, like there's a lot of love between the two of you, but it's harmonious, it's peaceful, and it's like you guys really kind of working on things together rather than separately going, you know, and working on things yourselves. So let's get some clarifiers for you, Sag. Okay, so let's see, what is the Knight of Wands? We have Justice. Okay, so basically this is Libra energy here, and like I said, there's some sort of energy that might be like in and out, hot and cold, and that type of thing in your life. You want balance when it comes to this. You want someone to kind of make things right and just be like hot consistently. Or be cold consistently, but not in and out, hot and cold. Like you want someone who's like really just gonna give you balance. Like, so you want someone to kind of make something right here of something that might have gone wrong. You do, with the World at the bottom of the deck, you want the cycle to end. Like you want to be feeling fulfilled and wholesome, and, you know, moving on to new beginnings and closing this chapter behind, and, you know, moving forward into something that is balanced and is fair, you know. So that could be with this specific person, or maybe moving on to another person. If this is just a situation or a work situation in your life, it's kind of like you want to go towards something, move forward towards something that you're passionate about, where you will feel like you have a balanced life, maybe an equal work-life balance or something like that, and closing off this chapter. So the Lovers, what is this? We have the Knight of Pentacles. So basically you need to kind of slowly start working towards putting in the consistent effort and energy towards something in your career or in your job. If that's kind of, you know, making a big choice, I do feel like maybe there's a choice of staying in your career or maybe going on to a different path. If you want the different path, maybe it's like putting in the energy into your CV to see, you know, what needs to be on your CV towards the path that you're going to. Maybe you don't even know which path you're going to, and then it's like, you know, maybe you need to work on seeing what careers are out there that you'd be happy with, you know, that type of energy. We have the Six of Wands. There will be movement forward, even if it's slow and steady. You will be successful in your career, you know, you might be kind of getting recognized or appreciated, and maybe moving into something where you feel like you have support. So what is the Emperor? We have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so change is coming in your love life. It's kind of saying that, you know, that you are going to be lucky when it comes to your love life. And if someone is being stubborn, they might kind of change their ways. You know, we do have the Four of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck here, which, if I'm not mistaken, is also Taurus energy. And this is about like holding on to issues or people from the past and not being able to let them go. And it's like you do need to kind of bring change into the situation. You might have a foundation with this person, and that's what's kind of like keeping you like holding on to this person. But it's kind of like if they're not giving you what you feel you need and you're constantly giving to them and not vice versa, then change needs to come into the situation. They either need to step up or you need to step down and move on, you know. So what is the Five of Pentacles? We have the Queen of Swords. So in your thought process, yeah, you're very much in this energy of like, I'm putting up my boundaries, I'm being clear with my communication and saying like, this is what I need. If not, you're cut out. Like, you know, I'm not taking any BS anymore, and that's that type of thing. Like, I need to focus on my own happiness right now with the Sun at the bottom of the deck. This is Leo energy, and make sure that you know, if you're not fitting into this happiness of mine, that then you need to go, you know. So what's Judgment? So we have the Fool in the reverse. Okay, so you're basically getting some sort of, you're making a huge decision here, right? But instead of just kind of taking the leap of faith to kind of go forward and jump straight in. You're really thinking about it. Like, you're really kind of analyzing everything that could, you know, go right in the situation, or everything that could go wrong in the situation, weighing the pros and cons of it, and maybe getting more information that you need to be able to make this decision, possibly even advice. And then we do have the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So you are going to be moving on to a new beginning with clarity and being honest and communicating openly. And that might bring you to a place where you can have some sort of new beginning once you get the clarity that you need. So what's the Two of Cups? We have the Page of Wands. So this could be a new person that you're connecting with altogether, with the Page of Wands being there. If not, it's someone that, you know, that you kind of, you feel appreciated by, like someone who really does, like, look at you with appreciation and with this kind of like idealistic type of newness, you know, like you can flirt and you can have fun and you can you know, play around, like act like kids, you know, like that type of thing. Then we do also have the Four of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So if there is an opportunity that's being presented to you here, just make sure that you're not missing this opportunity, because this is a chance for you to connect with someone and be very happy with this person and kind of, you know, have a bit of fun and flirt and stuff, but you're kind of not really looking at it that way. You're too focused on something else. So just be careful not to miss opportunities from focusing too much on other things. So, okay. So let's see. Okay. So I want to see, how do you feel, Sagittarius, about your person at this time? We have shocking, turmoil, trouble, and unexpected. You might be a bit shocked with whatever's happened between the two of you. We do have sorrow, so loss, grief, and depression. Like, it makes you feel upset about where you guys are at right now, about the drama that's going on between the two of you. Like, you do feel like there's a change that's needed. So what does your person feel for you, Sagittarius? We have hoping, expecting, faith, and manifesting. They're kind of wanting this to get back on track, to get back to a place maybe where there is some sort of decision that's made between the two of you. And then we have perspective, better off, happiness, and clear headspace. So maybe they're kind of hoping for reconciliation in some way, or hoping to get this relationship on track or something along those lines. But they also feel like if, you know, if that's not what's meant to be, maybe then they're better off, you know, leaving it behind type of thing and having the clear headspace to think about it. So what is the outcome? Memories, reminiscing, dwelling, and bittersweet. So you guys will be missing this person, you know, and they'll be missing you too. We do have intuition, heart song, telepathy, and inner knowing. Like, you guys just have like a very spiritual connection, and you guys are really missing each other, is what it looks like. Okay, so let's see. Get some romance angels for Sag. Okay, so what does Sag need to know for the next? Okay, we have trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. What else? We have express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. And let's see. We have deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Okay, so someone could be hiding something. That could be something like hiding something, you know, like cheating or something like that, which I haven't seen here, but that could be the case. Or it could be just hiding their feelings or hiding their true intentions. And then we have finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So that could be the situation with that Five of Pentacles there. Okay, so let's get some messages from your person. This is usually for people in separation, so please only take what resonates. Okay. So what would Sag's person say to Sag if they weren't holding anything back? We have, I want to feel that way again. Okay, what else? We have, we need to let each other go. And I love you. So, and then bottom of the deck we have, I know that I crossed the line with you. So basically, I feel like they're kind of in a tug of war with themselves because they want to feel that way again, like they do want a reconnection between the two of you, but they also feel like maybe it's better if you guys let each other go because maybe they're not getting from the situation what they want out of it, but they do still have very strong love for you. So that's what I have for you, Sag. I hope it resonated. If it did, please do give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and I'll see you guys again either next week for your love reading or the following week again for your general messages. Take care.